What's up, YouTube? It's Dom Universe. Welcome to another episode of Untold Truths. Today we have to discuss Agartha. We have to. It's too interesting. So y'all know how y'all gotta think, right? When we see creatures on TV, cartoons, movies, shows, you gotta ask yourself, where did the idea of these creatures come from? How did they get the idea to even make the design and the structure of these creatures? Every creature you've seen on TV and whatnot exists. Do your research on this. Every mythical creature, right? See, when mythical or myth is added next to a word, people tend to think that it means a lie or something false. Myth has two meanings. It means something false or not true, facade, fake. And it also means something magical, mythical, mysterious, spiritual. So look, in Agartha, you have a tribe of Indians who live down there and up here called the let me see, they're called the Hopi, Hopi. They came up here with the knowledge of Agartha and shared it. So listen, how come every time somebody like Tamaranda, someone, I think the other guy's name is Mike, or even the Indians, like I told y'all, there are races we've never seen before down there, but how come every time somebody from down there comes up here and gives information about Agartha, it never goes viral? Why is that? People still think Hollow or Inner Earth is fake. Listen, every mythical creature, right? We got to talk about this life down there. They have humongous bugs, insects. They have, and to give y'all namely what creatures they have like, oh, pause. First, before we get into the creatures, y'all got to realize something. Another thing, the Indias, like South Asia, India, China, North America, us, Europeans, South American, the Tibet, the Japanese, the Egyptians, the Australians, all know about Under Earth. All know about it since ancient civilization, since ancient times, since the dawn of humans. They have knowledge of this. It's even in books. It's even in movies. Journey to the Center of the Earth. There's a little sun down there, the Earth's core. That's a sun. They get life. That is the Earth's chakra. You can connect with the Earth chakra through meditation. Even I've done it. When you do that, you basically heal yourself and you heal the Earth. You get information from the Earth. You vibrate higher. You vibrate with the Earth. You vibrate at the same melody. 83 hertz to 8 hertz. Now listen, there are underground bases in Dulce, Mexico. There are, I think, 30 found underground tunnels in Turkey. And I know y'all heard about aliens being trafficked underground. It's mainly in New Mexico, Texas, California, Arizona. Listen, the Hopi and Agartha is the 8th continent. There are 7 continents up here. Agartha is the 8th. So there are cities down there. One called Sipipuni, which is where the Hopi are from. Now, y'all gotta know that there are caves on this earth with entrances. Why do y'all think that these cryptids or creatures that are spotted around Earth come up here? How do y'all think they come up here? Why do y'all think that every time they're recorded, right, they're deemed fake, or the footage is deemed fake or a hoax? Like when people see Bigfoot is nothing more than a Yeti or a Sasquatch. There are multiple of them. There has been multiple sightings. They all look different because it's either a Yeti or a Sasquatch, or there are other names, there are other kinds. So listen up. Mount Shasta in California. Pleiadians live there. Look at Link. Now, what is a Pleiadian? A Pleiadian is an angel-like being from a different star constellation. They live here. You probably work with one. They live among us. They are Nordic looking, like tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. They could be different colors, but mainly they are blonde with long hair, male and female. Those people live in Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta has entrances to Agartha. Pleiadians also live down in Agartha. Link, look at Zelda. Link and Zelda are Pleiadians, but Link is mad short. Zelda is tall. She is a Pleiadian. Look at Ganondorf. I'm going to assume Ganondorf, the final boss guy on Zelda, is Satan. Pleiadians want nothing more but to better the earth. They're kind, loving people. They would take a bullet for you even if they met you T.0 seconds ago. These people are kind-hearted. They would make you feel loved, or maybe even uncomfortable by how kind they are. They're that kind. They're here for that reason, to raise the vibration. Some of these people take on jobs like being a judge or things of that nature. They want to serve justice on this earth. They want to stop all the evil bullshit that's happening. So, back to Zelda. What's following Zelda? What follows Zelda in the game? What follows Link in the game Zelda? A little fairy called, I think, Nami or Novi or something like that. That is not an angel. That is a fairy. Well, actually, you can look at it both ways. But fairies exist. And I heard years ago that fairies used to exist up here on this civilization, up here on the flat plane. Look at Billy and Mandy in that one episode where Billy went into a cave, right? And there were a bunch of dwarves. It was a play on the Keeble cookie people, right? They had dwarves and elves. Those also exist under Earth. Look at Hercules, the Hydra, that big beast dragon thing with multiple heads. That exists under there. Dragons exist under there. Yetis exist under there. Sasquatches exist under there. Unicorns exist under there. You cannot believe that unicorns don't exist. It's just a horse with a horn. And if science was to tell y'all that it existed many thousands of millions years ago, y'all would believe it, especially if they brung a fossil. And fossils are bullshit a lot of times. They tried to equate evolution with fossils. Stop listening to mainstream science. These are the same people who said 90% of our DNA is junk. Why would 90% be junk? I will get to that at the end of the video. So anyway, they have many creatures like goat people, centaurs, minotaurs, Narnia, the movie Narnia. All those creatures you've seen in Narnia exist. Even the griffin. What else? Chupacabra. Why do you think in Mexico, in New Mexico, they see chupacabras? New Mexico has underground tunnels. They come from Agartha. What else do they have? They have flying fish. We have flying fish too, but their flying fish may be a bit different. Now, dragons, they live under there because back then, humans used to beat on and kill dragons. They were forced under there. Why do you think that dragon slayers exist? Why do you think when you watch things or movies or whatever with dragons, it's showing a person who wants to slay the dragon? Dinosaurs, those still exist. Dinosaurs live under there. There has been footage of dinosaurs being shown, especially a long-necked dinosaur. You gotta realize something. Scientists said they have enough DNA or whatever, enough substance to recreate dinosaurs. How is that possible? What are you gonna genetically splice it? You don't have that power. Oh, well, maybe they do, but what I'm saying is, with dinosaurs already existing and them already knowing that, because mainstream scientists are a part of the elite's agenda, what are they going to do to get these dinosaurs back here? Go under earth and grab them? They have giant people, titans. Titans always existed. Titans, look at the story of David and Goliath. Look at how they're finding, till this day, finding giant skeletons in America and all over the planet. They are finding giant skeletons. Incubi and incubus exist down there, apparently, but I don't really agree with that, because an incubi and an incubus is a demon that attacks you in your dreams and has sex with you. In the Bible, they were said to come down and defile you, but maybe they exist down there in the physical form. Hey, the people in Agartha are way more spiritually advanced than the people up here. They have connections with these animals. They have relationships with these animals. Sirens exist. If you ever watched the movie HVS, right? Isn't that the initial for like a tape? VHS. That shows you a siren. That movie shows you what a siren looks like. It was the girl with, she opened her face, like her forehead, and she fell in love. There was a sequel to it, but the sequel wasn't called VHS. The siren fell in love with a human man, and she kept following the guy, but eventually at the end she saved his life, right? They also have wendigos. I know you've heard of wendigos. They have werewolves down there. If you ever seen that documentary of the man with hair all over his body, he has genetics like that. But hey, they also have zeta reticulans. A zeta reticulan is a gray alien. Now, they are not the grays, the aliens that are called grays. They are a different gray alien. I'm pretty sure they don't have the same agenda as the grays, but these are the aliens that they talk about when they say that they have underground civilizations trafficking aliens. But look here, do y'all research. Stop listening to mainstream science. They're going to continuously give you bullshit. Like I said, these are the same people who say 90% of our DNA is junk. And like I said earlier, I was going to give y'all this information about that at the end of the video. So I was doing Akashic Records meditation, and prior to that meditation, I was looking up Shiva. Shiva is a god of the Hindu civilization, right? And he's very important, and not even just in Hindu or Vedic, but even globally, he's a very important god. He prior to this, I knew nothing about him. I just knew that what I was trying to do was see what correlation he had with the Akashic Records. I didn't really find much information on that. So, now prior to this, I don't know anything besides that he's a Hindu god. Prior to this meditation. So I go into the meditation, right? Know that when you go into your Akashic Records meditation, you can find out your soul name, your soul family, your purpose, what your mind was going with, your thoughts that happened, your thoughts that are happening, and your thoughts that will happen. Things that happened in your life, things that are happening, and things that will happen in your life. You can also find out your spirit animal. During this meditation, I saw my spirit animal. It was a crow. I already knew what my spirit animal was because I'm a Libra. Libra's spirit animal is a crow/raven. But listen, the crow got in my face. Basically, it appeared in my face and I ignored it. I went into this meditation to find out what my purpose is. This was a few nights ago too, right? So, and I also wanted to know what my soul name was. So if y'all ever looked at the pictures of the Akashic Records and it shows like a book with a bunch of letters going in or out of it, just floating, I saw that. I also saw the name Sati, S-A-T-I. Now, mind you, before getting into this meditation, I didn't know nothing about a Sati. I never heard the name before. So I was wondering what a Sati is. I'm wondering if that's my name. So I go on Google and look up the name Sati and what it means. Come to find out, Sati is the name of Shiva's wife. Sati is the name of Shiva's wife. There are no such thing as coincidences. I even had the thought that maybe in my past life I lived as Sati. Maybe I knew her, or maybe she is my Akashic Record guides, my Akashic Records guide. So I'm telling you, that Akashic Records meditation is something else. It will reveal a lot to you. I didn't get my name because some of the letters that I saw, they started aligning, but I couldn't piece them together. So I didn't really get a name out of it, but besides Sati. So, and another thing they say my purpose was, besides this spiritual stuff and being the spiritual master, is music. I always had a burning passion for music. I let music go a little while ago. I mean, like being an industry type of music, because I don't want to be a part of that bull crap. Because if I were to try to do that and do this, do you know how that would look like? Not that I care about image in that way. It's more so like the type of energy I would be attracting, and not that I'm afraid. It's more so me having to deal with it. But that's not stopping me from making music. I am going to make music still. It's just I have to give time to better myself before I'm going to put out music soon. Actually, I even got a tarot reading that told me to start making music. Lady pulled out maybe 2 cards. It was actually Stargirl the Practical Witch on YouTube. I picked a group of cards from my intuition. With my intuition, and she said music, I think like twice, maybe 2 or 3 times, something like that. She also said, her and many people said that an ex was going to hit me up. Never mind, this shouldn't even be in this video. This is too much information. I love y'all. I'll talk about that some other time. Dom Winter's taking off. Peace.